Well, I guess welcome to the UFC, man. I mean, that must be a thing you've been waiting for a long time to hear. So talk to me through the emotions, talk to me through the fight. How are we feeling right now?
You saying that sounds unreal. That is exactly what I've been waiting to hear since I started doing MMA about 14 years ago. So it's been a long journey. There's been many ups and a few downs, and I'm here now. I'm here to stay. So the emotions are good. I feel right. Obviously, I'm overjoyed. I'm over the moon, but I feel like I belong here. So, and I think I showed that tonight.
You mentioned that there's always peaks and valleys in any journey, right? I'm sure there are moments where you're thinking like, "Fuck, is it gonna happen for me?" Are there moments where you're looking, you're back in Liverpool and you're looking at America and it feels further away than ever?
Oh, but mate, this week just gone. I don't know if you know the situation with the fight, but I was supposed to fight 2 weeks ago, and right before the fight, when I was warming up, the doctors from the Athletic Commission pulled it. So I thought right in that moment that my dreams were fading away from me. I've worked my whole life to get here, and then I had that other setback last minute. Fortunately, the UFC got it rebooked 2 weeks later. I stayed out in Vegas with my teammate Adam Cullen. My coaches have flown back out, and I got the job done tonight. So even as recent as 2 weeks ago, I was thinking, is this going to work out for me? And then look at me now, I'm here to stay.
There must be a moment, right, when you get that news that it's almost, I can imagine the sort of fear and anxiety of it is going away, that you might go out and make some reckless decisions in Las Vegas that night. You could throw yourself off, and sort of take yourself off this path. How do you stay so disciplined, and did you just have to trust faith in the process to be like, no, let's just stay disciplined and hopefully it'll get sorted out?
100%. I just had to stay focused and trust the process, and that's something I've learned to do over my career, because even on Cage Warriors, on the regional scene, I've had moments like this. I've had fights fall through last minute. I've had injuries in camps. I've had stuff like out of my control, taking my dream away from me. So I'm no stranger to adversity, and all of that, I said it so many times, and it finally feels so good to say that that's paid off. I'm here now. I've got the job done. I'm in the UFC, and everything I've learned over my short career so far is going to fuel me and take me forward to this mad takeoff that I'm about to have right now.
So I guess what the next question is, what's your first move as officially a UFC fighter? Do you go out and have a pint? Do you go out and have a nice meal? What's the move?
I'm not a big drinker. I'm not also as much of an eater as Paddy, my teammate, so I'll leave that to Molly and Paddy, but I'm just going to go chill with my family, my coaches, my close ones, everyone who matters to me that's out here. We're going to go and get a little bit of food, relax, and just take it all in, man. Last day in Las Vegas. I'm ready to go home because I've been here for 3 weeks, so yeah, just going to enjoy it and plan for what's next. I want to get out again before the end of the year and really sort of blow up. I know activity is a big thing in the UFC, and I want my name, now it's out there, to stay relevant, so let's get me back in here soon. You
kind of answered my next question already, but like there's different strategies for a career, right? You can either sort of wait, pick your spots, pick the right location, get good fights, sort of build yourself up that way, or you can go out and do like an Alex Pereira and just fight every other weekend and just build yourself with that momentum. Is that the way you look at this? Like, no, this is a brief window. It took me a very long time to get here. Yeah. Let's get them quick.
100%, and I know my level, I know where I'm at. I'm ready for anyone in the UFC. So my mindset now is, I've had the delays, I've had the inactivity, I've had periods of months at a time sat out waiting. Now I'm here, I'm fresh, I'm injury free. Let's go, let's start racking them up, get some money behind me, get some wins behind me, and get ranked, get working towards a title.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother. Nice to speak to you.
I'm just curious, you had a long time to think about your opponent. What did it feel like when you were actually in there with him? Were there any surprises?
Do you know what? No, because of the long time I'd visualised that so much, and that was a unique experience because we were on the Ultimate Fighter together and we were actually on the same team. So to be honest, Zygimantas was one of my friends in the house. He was someone who I was relatively close with, and therefore in the training room we went together a lot, so I knew his game better than I've known any opponent that I've ever had. So for me, really, it was ideal coming in for my UFC debut. Like, it's a bit of an unknown, it's the big leagues now, but the pressure was taken off because I knew him so well, and I was able to visualise it and get in my head what it was going to be like facing him, and it played out near enough how I thought. Even the bits in the first round that didn't go my way, I was expecting a bit of chaos because I know what Ziggy's like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that went to plan.
You mentioned, the bits in the first round. Does it feel better when you have those moments where you can prove yourself and nobody can say it was a fluke, it was, luck?
Yeah, 100% it does, you're right. Obviously, the ideal scenario would be to come in and school everyone in the first round, not get a mark on you and come out untouched, but that's unrealistic, especially at the highest level. We're in the UFC now, and I'm a fighter. I know I can dig through that, and it's nice to prove to myself that you can come back from a bit of adversity. And there was not 1 minute in there where I thought this fight's slipping away from me. I knew even when I was locked in the triangle thing he had me in, I was confident, like, stay composed. I've been in here a million times. I'm going to get out of this and put it on him, and that's exactly what I did. So yeah, I'm made up with how it went. Couldn't have gone any better.
And you mentioned right at the end about three girls. I don't know the story. Are you able to tell me a little bit about that and why it was important for you to talk about that?
Yeah, so obviously I'm from a pretty small town outside of Liverpool called Southport. It's just a little seaside town, and tragically last month in the summer holidays there was an event where a man with a knife basically went to a kids' dance school and just like attacked a load of women and children, and unfortunately 3 little girls lost their lives. So I personally don't know the families affected, but say that again. There's one of the girls, Elsie. I know her dad. My brothers are close friends with him, but I was being from that small town. Everybody's so close, so the whole town was affected. You could definitely feel it. There was a sense of it was just horrible around the town at that time, and I just wanted to use this platform now because obviously I'm on a world stage to get the girls' names out there because that's obviously what they deserve. They deserve to never be forgotten, and we don't want to make the incident about the horrible human being who committed it, but about the 3 little angels who don't get to go on and live the rest of their lives now. So I just wanted to say something, put the names out there, and for the families as well, just so they can feel like Southport's, we're doing something good and try and bring a little bit of joy back to the town after that horrible, horrible incident.
Thank you.
Cheers. All good. Thank you so much. That was great. Belter. Thanks, guys.